I'm going to go over how to use the Neuro-Emotional Profile panel on the imaet. So in this panel, you can see you have two different things you can do. You can click this yellow button here, and this is going to go over, this is going to show you what the #1 subconscious self-evaluation hint is for whoever you are working on. So right now we're working on my dog, Bernie. And this subconscious self-evaluation hint, a lot of times this is turned inwards. This is going through a lot of different frequencies right now. We just can't see it. And there you go. Then it pops up right here when it has the #1 thing that the body is screaming about at this moment in time. So this is lack of forgiveness. And if we wanted to harmonize this, we would come over here to feedback. We can put in the time we want. We can click on interface if this is a pro machine, which means that the client is hooked up to the machine, or we can click on virtual if we are treating through the ether. The virtuoso and the IQ only have this one option, whereas the pro has both. So we would just click this and run this until this became 100% harmonized right here. But I'm going to, instead of doing that, show you what else this panel can do. So we're going to click up here and do the bioscan. And this is going to show us all of these emotions right here and give us a scale of 1 to 100 on what the body is looking at this moment. What we want is we want these all to be balanced. And we might perceive some of these as good emotions or bad emotions, but really we want the body to have them all in balance, because if there's something that's low and something that's high, that means the body has the inability to process it properly. So here we go. On Bernie, worry is #1 at a 62. Then we have fear at a 50 and reckless at a 34. And here we have joy at a 4. So we would want to upregulate this joy. You could look down here too at all of these numbers, and we have careless at a 7 and anger at a 7 and aggression at an 8. And again, you might think you don't want to feel anger. You might not want to feel careless or aggression. But what this is telling us is that he doesn't have the ability to feel it, honor it, and release it. So we want it to be balanced in his body so that he can properly express those emotions without suppressing them. Oh, anxiety is pretty low here too at an 8. We also want these all to be in balance. And we can see, even though worry is at a 62 and we're looking at these numbers at 0 to 100, everything else is kind of in the, I would say, like 20 to 30 range, with some 16s over here and an 18 over here too. So we want this worry to be down regulated so it can kind of be where the other emotions are right now. This reckless is pretty, it's still a little higher than the others, but it's pretty in line with these 16 to 20s. Fear is still high though. So we could go in and we could just down regulate this worry. So again, set our timer to 1, just click virtual, and it's blinking because it's showing us that this is what it's harmonizing in his body right now. And the other things, again, that I would do is just up-regulate the joy, the anger, the careless, maybe down-regulate that fear as well. And again, about 5 things on this would be sufficient. You don't want to give the body too much to work on. You want to give the body enough that it can properly harmonize everything that you're telling it to do. So I hope that that gives you some good things to look at in the neuro-emotional profile. This is really a great panel on the machine, especially if you're working a lot with people's emotions, to go back and forth with this and the emotional panel. And there we go. After 1 minute, we can see that this is 61% harmonized. So I would do this a few more times until that hits about 100. Thank you for listening.